59% win ratio. Second to none.
Hello guys, welcome back to the Tim Sherwood Challenge. It's the Swindon save on Football Manager 2017. And this could be the last episode of the whole series. And I'll tell you why. Tim Sherwood's contract runs out at the end of June. It's now end of April. So unless he signs a new deal in the next 2 months, he won't be at the club. Which means that this won't really be a Tim Sherwood Challenge anymore. We can try and offer him a contract, but he's not interested. So I've left that responsibility down to the chairman to see if that changes things. But the way it looks at the moment, I don't think we're going to be continuing this save beyond this season, which is sad because it's only the second season and we're doing really well. What I find funny is that he thinks Swindon's players aren't of the standard he wants to work with. These being the players that he himself has signed. I don't know if I want to just continue this as a Swindon save or continue it as a director's challenge, but just with whoever the new director of football is. So, but then I've got to change the whole title, and then that confuses matters. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Thankfully, I have organised another save, and it was going to go alongside this, but at the moment it looks like it's going to replace this, and that's a severe save, which will hopefully be starting next week. But yeah, it's just a bit difficult at the moment. You can see the table there, and you can see a few results in the corner that I've spoiled. One of those is quite high scoring. But let's have a look at the goals from the games off screen. I played 5, and there's 2 more games to play today to end off the season. First up, it was a home game against Nottingham Forest. We won a penalty 36 minutes in. Norris fouled by Bartley in the area. And Norris would step up to take the penalty, and a very calm place shot in the left of the goal gave us the lead. Lordy. On the hour, Nottingham Forest did get an equaliser, and it was the Lord himself, Nicholas Bentner, who scored the goal, making it 1-1. But I think Nottingham Forest goalkeeper had a bet on us to win, because he then did this, and we did get a win. Nathan Delfonso scored in the 67th minute. There's got to be some match fixing there, surely, but we did beat Nottingham Forest 2-1. Next was a trip to the Midlands where we faced Birmingham, and they scored in the 38th minute, and it was Magoma who scored it, and Birmingham took the lead. We struggled to keep the ball in this game, which is rare for us, and Birmingham did double their lead 80 minutes in. Fabrini with a shot past Luke McGee. And it was a 2-0 win for Birmingham, disappointing by us. But we did bounce back. We hosted Wolverhampton, who beat us 5-2 in the reverse fixture. But this time we took the lead 31 minutes in. Luke Norris scored. And in the 58th minute, we took a 2-0 lead. This time Norris providing Mellis with the goal. Just on the edge of the 18-yard box, keeper having a horrible display in goal. And it was a 2-0 win against Wolverhampton, a bit of revenge for their win over us earlier. Next up was an away game against Brentford, who could have had an early goal. It was in the 5th minute, Scott Hogan making a good run, but his shot was just over. And again, they had the better chances in the game and could have had a goal from a corner with 14 minutes in. Kirschbaumer's shot was held onto by McGee. It was a goalless draw. Not a lot else happened in this game. Same cannot be said for the home game against Sheffield Wednesday though. We took the lead in the 25th minute, a lovely finish by Nathan Delfonso, back from his injury. And then in the 36th minute we did make it 2-0. In bizarre circumstances, Delfonso's shot was saved by Wildsmith, and then Norris poked it home, 2-0. Again, a strange display in goal. The Owls did pull a goal back in the injury time of first half, and Pozzo with the cross, Gary Hooper with the goal, 2-1 going into half time. But immediately after the restart, our 2-goal lead was restored as Luke Norris scored just 25 seconds into the second half. But with 52 minutes played, Sheffield Wednesday scored again. It was Brandon Thomas with the finish, running into the area and scoring, and it was 3-2. With 1 hour played, once again we restored our 2-goal cushion, and this time Luke Norris completed his hat-trick. He's had a fantastic run of form in recent games, got a hat-trick in this game, and we led 4-2. Then Swindon went down to 10 men. Brandon Thomas was fouled by Bradley Ormond Otwell, and he received his second yellow card. And our left back was sent off, and it left us in a bit of a tough spot. To the point that in the 90th minute, Sheffield Wednesday scored their third goal of the game. It was Pozzo who got the finish here, and it was 4-3. But with all players forward, they did equalise in the 3rd minute of injury time, and it was a finish by Palmer, a lovely goal on the edge of the area. Gave Sheffield Wednesday the equaliser. Swindon 4, Sheffield Wednesday 4. Yeah, I couldn't believe that we didn't win that game, because 3 times in that game, we led by 2 goals. And it ended 4-4. The sending off definitely changed the game there. I mean, it let them back in, even though they were 2 goals behind. But 2 goals in the last 3 minutes of the game is really annoying. But our form's okay. Looking at the table, we are in 8th place with 44 games played. We've won 16 and drawn 16. We've lost 12. Our goal difference is plus 14, and we have 64 points. We are 5 off the playoffs, so if things go our way, we could still get into the playoffs. It's highly unlikely though, because we need to win both of our games, and we need Queen's Park Rangers to drop points. We need Ipswich and Sunderland to drop points. We could finish as high as 4th. I mean, Fulham, they're all on 69. Look, Fulham, Sunderland and Ipswich all on 69 points. So we could finish as high as 4th. But those 4 teams above us essentially need to lose both of their remaining games. And that's a lot to ask for. So our first game this episode is an away game against Peterborough, who started well, but they're now in 14th place. So we'll see how we can do against these guys. Of course, they came up with us from League One. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Now, we do have a few players missing. Ormond Otwell is suspended after his sending off, so he's going to miss this match, leaving our only available left back as Connor Townsend. We also have Yarden, but he's mainly a right back, but can play on the left. James Brophy is injured. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks with a knee injury. And Jamie O'Hara is also injured. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks with an abdominal injury. Okay, so this is the team we're going to play against Peterborough. Luke McGee will be in goal. He's actually done very well this season, and I think he's got 13 clean sheets, so it'd be nice to get him 14. I think that would be a record as well. In defence, Nathan Thompson's playing right back at the moment because Yidam had a bad run of games, and I don't want to put Mayer there either because he's not played a lot this season. So Thompson's at right back. Centre back, we've got Branco and Sendles White. Connor Townsend is at left back. In midfield, Thomas, Bishop and Murray. And then Mellors playing behind the strikers Norris and Delfonso, who are finding form. Norris has actually gone up to 12 goals for the season now. He could overtake a Beaker, who hasn't scored in about 15 games, which is, I can't believe that he hasn't scored in that long. It's ridiculous. And Delfonso, he's back from injury, and we haven't won a live com in a long time. So I'd like to win one of our last 2 games here. Try and finish as high as we can. Of course, prize money is going to be a big factor. As for Peterborough's team, Matthews, Lee, Pask, Bostwick, Conor Randall, former Liverpool player, current Liverpool player, although I think he's rubbish, Hamilton, Anderson, Pack, Madison, Angle and Coldthirst, who scored against us a few times last season, I think. Yeah, that's their team. So what are we going to do? We are going to encourage the team because, you know, I want to finish as high as we can. If this is going to be our last episode, I want some wins, please. I want to win at least one of these games. And so far, more possession. We've got another highlight here. Good to see some highlights in this game. Connor Thomas plays it out wide to Thompson. And there's the cross. And Norris is there. And he's hit the post. That should have been 1-0. And Thompson's cross almost went in by itself. We have another throw. Here's Norris to Thomas. And Murray. And Murray scores. Is that his first goal? That's his first of the season. He had a fantastic season last year. This season he's been hit by injury. But he's got a goal to his name. So that's good to see. Murray. The assist by Connor Thomas was good, and then Murray on the volley, great goal. 17 minutes in, we have a 1-0 lead. That's the first goal we've scored in an episode for a while as well, I think. I'll have to have a look at that. Well, we've got a highlight here. McGee holds on to the corner though, good goalkeeping there. Here is Angle, and now it's cleared by Sendles White, good defending. Delfonso to Luke Norris. And Mellis still has this, and it's gone in. Now, the goalkeeper, again, you know, we've been fortunate enough to experience some goalkeeping problems, but not our goalkeepers. McGee's had a very solid season, but our opposition keepers, let's have a look at this. That's pretty terrible. Did it hit the post and go in, or was that the goalkeeper? It's hard to tell, but we've seen some ridiculous goalkeeping, especially off screen. You had Stephen Henderson in goal for Nottingham Forest. He essentially just threw the ball to Alfonso. So yeah, it's funny. It's always funny when it doesn't happen to you. That's what I think. It's the same with falling over. You can't help but laugh if people fall over. Well, it's Peterborough on the attack here. Colthurst with a goal. And with 33 minutes in, it's been a very highlight-heavy game. At the moment, we are winning 2-1, and it's away as well, which is alright. But we need to watch out that we don't give away this lead. Colthurst with the finish. It's 2-1. You guys weren't that bad. Midfield's good. I'm happy with playmaking efforts in midfield. Again, the strikers weren't that bad. They didn't score, but one of them did get an assist, so we're looking okay. It would be a shame to not win this, because we led by 2 goals. So we'll see what happens. Delfonso's been kind of quiet. Bishop as well. Bishop's 36, so I don't know how much longer he's got left in the first team. We've got Anton Rodgers on the bench if we do need to replace him, because he's not really doing anything. But we've got our highlight here. The goal kick by McGee. It's Mellis and it's Sean Murray. And that shot was blocked. Now it's James to Colthurst. He's already scored once. Now it's Anderson. Good save by McGee, and that is cleared. Before they take this throw in, I'm going to make a substitution. Delfonso's not done much today. We're going to bring on Jermaine Hilton. I'm not going anywhere near Obika. So we'll make that change there. And coming up, I think we'll get Anton Rodgers on. And we'll get rid of Bishop. Alright, Bishop's coming off. And Rodgers is coming on. Okay, sorry, interruption there. Didn't expect someone to be back early. 82 minutes in. Still leading. Bishop's committed a foul there, but I think he's just coming off, isn't he? I've just made that change. 5 minutes left. Right, we're going defensive. I don't want to lose this. Oh, I don't want to throw this away. What did I just say? Right, forget defensive. Go back to standard. 2-0 up. Back to 2-2. And it's going to be full time any second because the time's just run down since then. That's really annoying. Full time 2-2. We're turning into bottle jobs, aren't we? We're winning games. We're throwing them away. Unlucky. Well, they don't seem bothered. They really don't care. But that's put us down to 9th place. So, yeah, playoffs are out of the question now. But we'll just see how high we can finish. We could still finish. We won't finish 7th because QPR's goal difference is much better. But, you know, 8th is the best we can hope for. We'll see what we can do. Our last game is a home game against Brighton, who are down in 20th. So, I want to win that because we haven't won in ages. At least not in live comms. So, let's have a look at this then. So, we lost against Swansea and Sunderland. We lost against Reading and Norwich. Before that, it was Cardiff and Middlesbrough. We won and lost those. So, our last live win was against Birmingham when we won 5-2, and that was in November. So that's the last time we won a live game. I want to win. Brighton's our last one. We're winning it. You interested yet, Tim? No? Okay. Keep going then. We'll bring Ormondotwa back in for Townsend. I'm not going to play the youngsters. I want to play the best team I can because I want to win. So we'll leave this as it is, I think. The rest of this is okay. We'll bring on Rodgers for Bishop. Rodgers has got good free kicks. Brighton have Stockdale, Bong, Hoonmeyer, O'Connell, Browning, Kyle, Stevens, March, Abita, Manu, and Akpom. So those guys on the bench. How many umlauts does this guy want? Mine par. Let's finish. Here we go. First highlight of the game. We are 10 minutes in. Jacob Mellis is on the ball. And he has a shot and he's saved. It's a shot. It's speculative. At least it was on target. Right, we've got plenty of possession. Brighton hadn't had a shot yet. Control the game, guys. Well, I think we're going to work it in now because, again, we need to be a bit closer. But I can't have all our shots from range. And other than that shot, there hasn't been anything happened yet. And we are not that far from half-time. There you go, that's half-time. One highlight, that's it. Give the fans a performance to cheer for. Come on, it's the last game of the season. Okay, we'll start the second half. We won't make any changes. Let's just try and get something from this because we haven't won in ages. Come on. 55 minutes in. It's been a very dull game. It's been so boring. Here we go. Goal kick by Stockdale. Ormondotwa should win that header. He does, but doesn't get it towards any of our players. Now Solly March. And that's crossed in. Ormondotwa clears it. And that's that done. 61 minutes in. Right. I need to change something here because it's not working too well at the moment. The strikers haven't had much luck. Alright, we're going to get Hilton on for Delfonso. We'll play him as poacher. We're going to turn up the tempo a bit. We're going to get stuck in as well. We are working the ball in. We're clearing it to the flanks. We'll leave all that as it is. We'll confirm that. Get a goal, guys. Come on. Score a goal. We've had 11 shots. We have a corner here, though. This could be it. Ormond will shoot. It's deflected. I'm losing my voice. Here's Murray. Come on. Oh, that's terrible. That's awful. And now it's them on the attack. That is absolutely terrible. That is shit. Sean Murray just gave the ball away and they've just scored straight from it. That is awful stuff. That's not good enough. That's shit. Well, we've got a highlight straight away here, though. Thomas to Norris. That's hit the post. Right, I'm taking Murray off because that was unforgivable. I'm not having that. Bishop's coming on. Right, Rogers, what can you play? Play you as a central midfielder. Actually, no, we'll put Mellis there. Play him as a DLP, and we're going to bring on Jordan Stewart. We're playing. I don't want to go direct. Right, confirm that. We're on attacking. I can't believe what I've just seen. We've had 4 times the shots that they have. And they're the ones leading. It's just, this game is ridiculous sometimes. I just don't like it when it does things like this. Okay, with 1 possession there. Now it's Norris. Now come on, get a goal from this. No, we've lost possession again. We keep losing possession in midfield. Now Solly March, so he's dragged it wide. Alright, we're pumping the ball in. We're playing higher up. We're playing more direct. So we keep losing it in midfield. So we're going to bypass midfield. They've got a corner. It's 2-0. A beta. See, a beta can score. A beaker can't. We're 2-0 down at home against Brighton, who are down in the bottom half of the table. This series has gone to pot. Do I want to continue this, even if Sherwood does stay? Because this is awful. We can't get a win. We haven't won in so long. Thompson's got the ball back here. There's 3 minutes left. If we're going to score, we need to do it now. Thomas to Norris. It's held onto by Stockdale. It's been awful today. It has been really, really bad. Right, overload is on. Stewart's got the ball here. Hilton, Norris. Oh, that's so awful. Oh my god. Right, it's going to be 9th. Because I don't think Sheffield Wednesday are going to win here. Brighton are going to score a 3rd. Okay, maybe not. No, they are. 3-0. At home against fucking Brighton, it's 3-0. Forget this. I don't want to do this anymore. If it's going to be like this, then forget it. Absolute bollocks. Oh, yeah, it took a deflection as well. Of course it did. We'll take it off overload now. Even if we score 1 goal, it's not going to change anything, is it? It's still going to be a bloody defeat. Oh, my God, what a horrible game. Aggressive with that, because that's shit. Far from pleased with that result. Thompson played a 5.6. That's just unacceptable. Norris played a 5.3. 5.3. That's the worst I've ever seen for a striker. They avoided the drop with that. Norwich won the championship. We finished in 9th place, which is okay, actually, considering we were expected to be bottom. That's fine. But our performances in recent games have been absolutely terrible. Look at that. It's just awful. That second half is just rubbish. We won 5... We've only won 7 games this year. I mean, you know, too many defeats. That's just the second half was just rubbish for us. I don't know how we finished as high as we did, because playoffs have still got to be played. I don't know who's going to win those. Who got inducted into the best 11 then? 2 players, which are Jamie O'Hara and Andy Yadam. The end of season awards, the fans player of the season was Delfonso, despite his not scoring for quite a while. Branco came 2nd and Nathan Thompson came 3rd. Goal of the season was a goal by Neil Bishop against Blackburn. Let's have a look at this goal. We did score a lot of goals outside the area, I will say that much. Let's see. So it was an away game against Blackburn. I don't remember what the score was here, but it was a goal outside the area. We saw a lot of those this season, so that one's not especially special. Signing of the season was Yadam from Barnsley. The young player of the season was Connor Thomas. Director of Football Tim Sherwood has announced that Tim Sherwood's contract is still for renewal. See, he's telling me that his contract is running out, but he doesn't want one. So that's basically a 1 month notice, is what that is. That's a 1 month notice. Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to be getting a new deal. So, yep, he's gone. He's gone. Yep, Tim Sherwood has left. Richard Wood's retired. Bishop, Rogers, Barry, Brophy, McAllister, Branco and Anderson have all left. Their contracts have expired. So that's it. We can't really call this the Tim Sherwood Challenge anymore because he is not the director. So I think this will be the end. I think we'll start something else next week. Until then, I do have a couple of videos that I want to plan out that I want to do. So I'll do those. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the Tim Sherwood Challenge. It's quite an abrupt end. But you can't really call it that anymore. He's not in charge. He's not making any transfers. He left a couple of bids in the table. A loan for Callum Gribbin and a loan for Callum Slattery. But yeah, he's gone. So that's it. Well, that's the end of the video and it's the end of the series. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like down below, leave it in the comments. If you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, hit subscribe. And as I said, yeah, I do have a couple of videos planned that I want to put out over the weekend. And in the coming week as well, I want to try and do some collab videos because I haven't done any yet. And it'd be a perfect opportunity as I'm not working for a week. So that's what I'm going to try and do. And then when it's ready, the severe save will start up. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this series. It's not done as well as I would have liked in terms of views and stuff like that. But never mind. Hopefully the new one will do a lot better. And yeah, I'll see you very soon. Thank you for watching and goodbye.